Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again. My name is Laith. We're gonna be drawing. I do this almost every weekend, so I hope you join me. If you do like the content, please subscribe, please leave a comment. It helps me out a lot and it allows me to do this kind of stuff more often. So I hope you like it. Join me in the chat. I've gained a few more subscribers recently, so welcome if you're new. Again, I really appreciate you subscribing, commenting, whatever it is. Thanks for joining me. If you guys did not know already, I've been working on a graphic novel that will be hopefully published soon. And I'm like a bunch of issues in, but here's a sample of what this sucker is gonna look like. I might start doing live streams where I do this kind of stuff. Mostly the inking. I'm not gonna have the brain power to kind of do all of it on camera, but inking should not be that difficult on camera. So yeah, it's this kind of stuff. I might once I gain enough subscribers and enough people that I know will engage, I'll maybe do live streams and do that. But right now I'm just gonna be kind of practicing fabrics and folds and some other stuff for an upcoming issue. Trying to understand how the clothing works. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I see by just audience engagement that a lot of people like the figure drawing video that I've done. I'll try to link it here at the end of the, but you can find it on the channel. There's not a lot of videos over there right now, so you can find it pretty easily. But yeah, I might do more of those since they were very popular. But for right now, I'm just going to be sketching away, trying to understand fabric here. I'm trying to go for simple shape first and then complicate it later. So there's a lot of layering. So I'm trying to understand where the folds go. So let's see, we're gonna put a foot in here. And if you see me looking away, I'm looking at references. I'm trying to understand how this is done so I can make it up later. Let's put another hand in here. So here are a bunch of, I think what they're called, diaper folds, I think. This cloak here is darker than the rest, so I'm just gonna this guy's on stairs, so that's why it's, just think about them as steps like that. And then his drop shadow would be down here. So yeah, something like that. Make sure these dark areas stay darker. Man, these Prismacolors have been really breaking on me a lot. It's pissing me off. There. Excuse the noise. All right, so that's one kind of fold. Let's see if we can figure out another. So I'm just going to draw a little diagram of what I want to do here. So I want a guy kind of sitting on his throne, and I want kind of like separate triangles. See, like triangles. So he's got his leg. So he's got a foot here, and then folds down here. He's got his hands sitting right there with a sleeve, and maybe kind of wearing a turban. So does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense. So let me try to do it a little bit bigger right now. Face, first triangle for the body, second triangle. All right, so simple shapes first. And then this simple shape will have drapes this way. Maybe these are closed. All right. See, that's the best way to understand something, is like just understand the simple shapes of the design itself. And that way you can make it up. That way you're not just copying reference. You're because I don't know if copying and studying are the same thing. A lot of people just say, I'll make a study, and I mean, you do learn by copying, but I don't think you learn how to invent by copying. If that makes sense, I don't know. See, I'm having trouble right now with this hand, but maybe I'll put a pillow here behind it, because honestly, I just had trouble bringing this hand down, so. Okay. Because we're wearing a kind of big robe thing, I'm just going to make sure that it goes all the way here. And this may be like the kind of fold that goes like this. So this is happening here because this is where the knee is. So it's almost as if we have something going in here. And then this fold is like, instead of 2 pins, you have 2 pins. So it drapes like that. So from one knee to the other, I think, we have this going on. So we have 2 kinds of folds feeding into each other right now. which is good to understand. Maybe have one of his feet right here. Maybe that's the platform. Some of the drapes can go down. We're sitting on a kind of a thing. And let's see. It's hard to make sense of how. Maybe kind of drape it down like that. I don't know. This knee was a little funky. Drawing a face to make this a little bit more real. Give it some context, even though we're not studying portraits right now. It's always helpful. Do the turban like we said. All right, okay. So let's study something else. See, I'm not really comfortable yet with how this turban system wraps up, because it seems like there is a turban that sits right here and then something kind of dangles from behind the turban. So let me try to figure that out real quick. Or I think maybe it would be better if it came in from inside the turban, so kind of a system to hold it in. Folds to me are almost like hands. You kind of have to get some reference for believability. Yeah, beard. All right, now let's work on the turban. So we have a fold that goes like this, a fold that goes in here. So we're wrapping things around, right? Because this is a lot of layers. Let's see, that thing comes from you got a thing that's tucked inside the turban here. And all over your shoulders. It's a complicated system. Makes a little bit more sense. Maybe kind of it's part of the robe, but that would restrict movement. I don't know. So how's that? Is that a good place to stop? I think that's a kind of a good, healthy place to stop. So we're trying to understand folds. I'm going to work on this some more, but again, I'm not really sure what kind of length video I should be putting up here. How long are people tuning in? I noticed that engagement after like the first 5 or 10 minutes are sort of slow. So maybe I'll do longer live streams and shorter videos. But if you like what you see, again, please, it would help me a lot if you guys subscribed, gave me some comments. what you like to see, if you want to see more of this stuff, if you want to see more like how-to tutorials, or just kind of just joining me while I'm studying and drawing stuff. Again, thanks a lot. Look at my social medias down below if you want to see more of my art, more finished work, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.